Okay, it's beer o'clock again on the Real Ale Guide. Today is a bottle of beer from Marston's Brewery, and it's a bottle of their Oyster Stout coming in at 4.5% ABV, described as dark, rich and smooth. Check that one out. Always seen this bottle around the shops, always wanted to try it, never got round to it. There's the bottle cap with the England colours on there, the 3 lines on their shirts. Yeah, always wanted to try this. Haven't tried it in the bottle. I was lucky enough to try it on cask just a few weeks ago, and I wanted to see what it's like in the bottle. So beer pouring out, it's black in the colour, it's developing a nice and very nice head. It's probably 4 fingers of deep chocolate tan coloured head. The beard is black, there's no light coming in there whatsoever. Let's get a nose on the beer then. Loads of CO2. That didn't sound quite right, does it? Let's perhaps wait for this head to go down a little bit, but there's loads. Have a look at the side of the glass. There's loads of carbonation rushing from the bottom of the glass. It is a Marston's glass. It's a Marston's pedigree glass, but I think it's got one of them etched. There you go. It's an etched bottom that's really creating that onrush of carbonation. I don't think it's quite an old glass, but I don't think they do it anymore. Okay, let's see if we can get more of that aroma. Now, there's not much at all. There's a small hint of roasted malt. Just a very small hint. And again, it just smells a little bit of CO2, kind of just a gassy kind of CO2 head. There's nothing more I can say. Let's get into the taste. Small amount of roasted malt, medium body, but again that kind of carbonation, that head on my lips is, it's like I've just taken a mouthful of gassy lager, and you know, you get that kind of not very nice taste on your lips. It's just left me with that, to be honest. So far not so good, but I want to continue. I want to get past that horrible CO2 head. It's even, I'll get to the flavours in a moment, but it's even kind of, do you know when you taste the gassy lager and it kind of hisses on your tongue? It's doing that to me, and I'm thinking, blimey, it's meant to be a stout. What's going on? Okay, let's carry on. The taste, I wanted to get 3 or 4 mouthfuls in just to make sure, but it's nothing. It's a nothing of a nothing flavour. It's a small amount of roasted malt. It's a small amount of chocolate. It's a medium mouthfeel, but it tastes synthetic. The head it's been purely given that kind of big fusion of carbonation just to give it that look. I mean, because of For somebody who doesn't really know a lot about ale, they order this in the pub maybe, they get a bottle in the supermarket, they pour it out, they think, ooh, look, lovely head, black, it looks like a stout. And you'd probably be able to get away with selling it to that type of person. But I think there's a lot more beer connoisseurs coming all the time, coming onto the stage of beer. And I think they take one look at this, one taste of this, and I think they would just say, I'm not going to buy this again, unfortunately. No, it's I want loads of roasted malt in my stout. I want it big and bold, and I want a proper oyster stout. This, quite frankly, is awful. That's an awful beer. Not happy with that at all from Marston's. They're such a big brewery. They should know better. Obviously, they're selling to the mass market. They're not really interested in selling to people who like tastes. I can't rant on about this beer anymore. My final thoughts on a rating then for Marston's Oyster Stout. It's just a tinny, synthetic mouthfeel. It's a tinny taste. There's loads of that horrible kind of forced carbonation. No, that doesn't do it at all for me. I'm gonna give that a 2 out of 10. It's a 2 out of 10 from the Real Ale Guide. I would certainly not buy that again. But thanks for watching me. Put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe if you like, and cheers.